Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Alter Ego Podcastingstein. I am your host, Herr Jack, and with me is the Cyborg.
Happy 1 year anniversary, everybody!
Oh, Mr. Ryan, how you doing?
I'm swell. How are you?
Doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Megan.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Not good, not bad.
In between, in the middle.
Okay. All right.
Women can't please them.
Yeah. Ooh, can't live with them, can't shoot them. Am I right, boys?
Wow.
Not in Florida. Well, maybe in Florida.
Maybe in Florida. Jury's out.
There's lots of swamps, so you can just toss them in.
Swamps.
Swamps.
Wow. She instantly. There's lots of swamps. That's
Rick
what
is
I
not
worry
getting
about. That's what keeps me up at night is the swamps.
The swamps.
Save it for all
Are we just
Florida
letting it
podcasts.
ride here? Are we letting it ride?
Why not?
Let's
I
just leave
love
it in the
this song.
background for the entire episode.
Yeah. On the loop.
It'll go.
We earned this.
This is my favorite part. None of us wrote this song, but if your friends ask, we wrote it. All right, let's get serious.
I mean, if anybody wants to write lyrics.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Ooh, Cookie Monster.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. I didn't see that, but it'll work. Okay, sure. You know what else will work?
I would hope it does.
Ford
Supply Company. I sure
Let me
hope
consult
it
my
does.
stack of papers.
What's that mean?
This episode of Alter Ego is sponsored by Ford Supply Company, makers of all natural and organic soaps for men with scents like tropical teakwood. Fuck.
I love Teetwood, though.
Citrus IPA. Outlaw.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are the other good ones that are in right now? You tell us. I should have you read the update every week.
All of them.
He doesn't even need to read this. He's
That's
just
what
like,
he
I
but
smell
see,
so good.
I was like, let's let Ryan read it every week, and Ryan go, "What's the good one?" He goes, "All of them."
What do you got?
There's your
Coco
product
Cabana?
placement right there.
Got Coco Cabana.
Coffee or death.
Brewmaster is always one of my favorites.
Gentlemen.
The Norseman.
It's a good one.
Ryan's favorite bar is this Franken bar that he's been working on for about a year now.
He's just put all of the funks together.
All his little slivers.
And now it's just one big jar of
I call it
all
Daphne.
I actually had to redo it because I already used that one up.
Oh, no.
So I started a new one. So far in that one, there's coffee, a Brewmaster, and an Outlaw.
Oh, dang.
That's a hell of a
I
cocktail
was
you
about
got
to
going.
say that sounds actually pretty good. I've been using
Coffee, beer,
Hey,
leather.
Ford
I've been
Supply,
using-
listen up.
I've been
We're
using
going to
the
medley it.
Outlaw beard oil, and I like it a lot.
Try
Megan
the
likes
soap,
it a
man.
lot. She goes, "Oh,
I did. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
behave.
use that more. Hello.
yeah, okay, sure."
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
You know who else likes to bounce?
You know what?
Wow.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know where another great place to make love publicly would be? Tony and Nello's. Please don't make love in their restaurant.
You can
unless
make mouth
you've
love to your
given
food.
express permission.
It's a health concern.
Tony and Nello's Southern Italian Cuisine and Grills, a hidden gem that's family owned and operated owned and operated on the outskirts of St. Petersburg at 1136 Pinellas Bayway South, Tierra Verde, Florida. This
not
is
good
a
at
must
this
try for a homemade Italian lunch or dinner. Just remember to bring your appetite because the portions are very generous. Call for a reservation today, 727-867-3577. Tony and Nello's, real Italian, no bullshit.
And
Maybe a
you'll be
tiny
too
bit of
full
bullshit.
to make love.
You will be.
So make
True
that
story.
decision prior to your date night out to Tony and Nello's.
Right. If you are planning to make whoopee after you...
Do it first.
do that before you go eat at
Have an
Tony and Nello's.
appetizer.
Whoopee first, pasta second.
Yes.
Yep.
That's on a T-shirt somewhere.
It will be.
I'll take
Nello?
yeah. Are you listening? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into some of the news that I've got for this week.
I've heard this a lot of news
There is a lot of news.
from you.
And it is
Via text.
kind of dominated by Marvel this week. No surprise there. They had a big week.
They're back, baby.
They're back, baby. But we're going to start with games. The developers of the Hitman series, Agent 47, They are working on a fantasy game for Xbox. I swear, by the moon and the stars in the sky,
Oh boy.
if this is my Predator game, I'm going to be pissed. I'll be happy,
It won't be what you want.
but I'll be pissed. You're right. It won't be. But I don't know. What do we think it could be? I don't know. I mean, Bethesda to me kind of rules fantasy right now.
Yeah.
Who's making it again?
The developers of Hitman. I don't know who that is.
Man, that was Eidos, which is now they're buying like everybody.
Yeah,
now.
it's hard to tell anymore because everybody's buying everybody.
No, it's just one company that is literally
That's
buying everybody.
You're right. It's IO Interactive.
Yeah.
So do we think it's going to be a franchise or it's just going to be an idea, kind of like Hitman?
It's
They
also
created their own
developed
franchise.
by Square Enix Montreal. Interesting.
Why is everything made in Montreal now? There's like WB Montreal.
Canada? That's where they make stuff.
Okay.
Is it?
And it's cheaper.
Probably.
Because the conversion rate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
interesting. I want to know what that game is. We'll see. Please, we're desperate for good video games right now. There's not a lot of good games out there.
So last one was Hitman. Is this just another job? Is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what it would be.
Bowling alley attendant?
But what I do know is that
Tony and
that wasn't a segue spot.
sorry, I got excited.
No,
He's hungry, apparently.
but we talked about Discord working with Xbox.
Mm-hmm. There was going to be a buyout. Then
Yeah.
there wasn't going to be a buyout.
Right. Now there's a major switcheroo because literally a week after that, they announced an exclusive deal with PlayStation.
Oh.
Is that the big middle finger from Discord?
Dude, is it a big middle finger from Discord? I don't know, but I know there are some pending lawsuits right now with Xbox. Do you think Discord was too worried about that? I don't know.
No.
Maybe-
'Cause PlayStation's got lawsuits against them.
Yeah, they
For
were going
controller drift.
into some of their stuff. The PlayStation does have a lawsuit against them right now, an exclusivity lawsuit. Mm-hmm. They're calling PlayStation in the lawsuit a monopoly over some of these digital IPs. And I'm kind of like, I
don't know about that.
because every platform has that.
Yeah, that's commonplace. I don't know. Being this soon after, I think it's a big middle finger. Something must have gone very sour with those Xbox conversations, and they're like, you know what?
We're going to go to PlayStation.
We're going down the street.
Yep. Sony, just give up, please. All we want is Spider-Man.
We need less exclusivity. You've said it a million times on this podcast. So.
I agree.
Now
Someone needs to be listening, right?
chat boards are exclusive.
That's right.
Jesus.
Yeah. Now your communication tools are. Now I think it's still going to remain a platform that that PC users and just flat Discord users can use. Mm-hmm. But if you want to go into the PlayStation platform, Discord will be built in.
Gotcha.
See, that doesn't even make sense to me either to go with PlayStation because, like you said before, Xbox and PC, they're more built for a PC than PlayStation is.
Agreed.
So I don't understand why PlayStation would make that play.
Money.
Yeah, that's got to be the big one. That's got to be the big talker.
Once again, though, how do you make money off that if you're PlayStation?
I don't know.
How do
you monetize that? Is that a way to try to pull some of the PC gamers in? I don't know.
To do what? Like you said, most of PlayStation stuff is exclusive. So if you don't have that box, PlayStation's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
We could care less.
But you're right. You're right. To do what? Because PC gamers are going to stay PC gamers.
All day. They're not going back.
We've all heard every PC person that we know say PC Master Race.
Master Race. Yeah, fuck out of here.
You know,
That was pretty damn good, Ryan.
Burned by that before. But it's true. I don't know. So, let's get into TV and movies. Not a lot of gaming news. Although, actually, there's one more that I saw in this Xbox lawsuit. Mm-hmm. They anticipated Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 to have been out by December of last year. So that I think they've got some internal chatterings, and maybe we're not too far off from Breath of the Wild 2.
I was going to say, that's the kind of game where you take your time. Do it right. I don't care if it comes out in 2024.
Have you played Breath of the Wild, the original?
A little bit, and it's on the list to complete.
Bro, you have to.
I know.
It's a good game.
It is literally probably my favorite game of the last 4 to 5 years.
I was going to say, on the
since
Switch,
it's been
it's
out.
top tier, man. That's
on
A1+.
on any console, it's top tier.
Because it's a Switch exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Nintendo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it on the Wii U is what it actually dropped for first, I believe.
Yuck.
Anyway, that I thought was cool. I'd like to see that. I know there's a new Resident Evil out right now. I've never really played much of the Resident Evils, but this one's getting some rave reviews. I don't know. We'll see.
Last couple have too, because they were like redos, but
Yeah.
completely like redone
Yeah.
type things, and apparently they're just amazing. I loved Resident Evil, and I was gonna play them, but I kind of don't know. I don't want it ruined for me the way I left playing it the last time on PlayStation, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told this story, but I played a Resident Evil game when I was a young man. My mom got it for me for PS1, didn't know what it was. If she did, I can guarantee you there's no way she would have bought it for me.
Nah.
But I'm playing it. I'm a young man. I think it was just getting into middle school. I popped that in, and I'm walking around. I'm like, oh, man, these guys have guns. This is cool. Let's check it out. And so I remember walking into a hallway with a zombie, and after losing all my bullets and panic button pressing, I killed him. And I was like, oh, I didn't like that. And then I went to go into a door, and it says, it's locked from the inside. And I was like, fuck this. I'm done.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm that guy in the movie that's like, you know what? This is stupid. Why are we going here? You know what I mean? I'm the guy who's like, yeah, you know what? We got to go save this. No, we don't. Let it go.
Yep, that's
done.
me too.
They'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so TV and movies. I know you started it.
Uh-oh.
I finished it. We know Ryan's standpoint. I know you watched some of it with me.
What?
Invincible.
Oh, yes.
Wee.
Season 1.
I honestly need
I
to
don't
watch
want
more
to
of it.
get too much
Yeah.
into Invincible because I think we should dedicate an episode to it.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
It
I
deserves
watched
it.
episode 1 day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Have you seen any of it?
No, I haven't. I've been seeing it pop up all over
Just
the
do
place.
us a solid since you're Mr. By the way, the whole season's out already.
Yes.
All right.
Just watch episode 1 and get back to us in its
Don't-
entirety and
yeah,
pay attention.
do
How
not
many
give
episodes
up.
are in it?
8.
Do not give
Oh,
up
I'll watch
mid-episode.
that easily.
Well, here's the thing. I
Don't.
was watching it, and it was a victim of me, as Megan would say, fiddle fucking on my phone.
Yeah.
I made it about 20 minutes in, and I got a little bored, and it was a little
That's what I was-
step by step, and I'm like, so I started playing on my phone. I look up. I played on my phone. I look up. So I did that for about 10 minutes, and then I'm like, all right, let me pay attention to this. Like,
Yeah.
I hear this is good. Let me pay attention. Then it went on, and then towards the end, I was like, oh.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Do not give up mid-episode. You have to watch the full episode all the way
Literally all the way
through. All
through.
the until it resets to the home screen of Amazon
Until you
Prime.
think it's about to hit
Yeah.
you with the next episode.
Well, to give you an idea, my fiance was sitting next to me playing Animal Crossing while it was on, and she
Oh,
was
Jen.
doing the same thing. And
Oh, Jen.
she's like, this is okay. And she left the room towards the end. And then she came back. She's like, what happened? And I explained to her what happened. She went, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Did I not?
Did you run it back for her?
So
Nope.
the-
I'm like, you missed it.
So
you
the
missed
exact
it.
same thing happened to me. I was like ready for bed. I went into the other room and then I came back and he was like, so this just happened. I was like, I didn't fucking miss that. And he was like, oh no, you did. And I was like, you're lying.
I
no.
played it back for her.
And I was like,
How did I miss this?
So
I know, because you don't see that shit coming. And
we
I was just
also-
like, what?
We had Rob over here Tuesday for Audio Jack, and we played that for him afterwards. And he was like, this is okay. As the credits are rolling, he's like, it was okay. It was good. Which to him, I think is high praise for a cartoon.
Yeah.
And then that happened. His eyes went completely wide, and he was like, oh, shit.
I'm
He
paying
literally-
attention.
He was like, oh.
He's like, I'm going to go back to the garage and watch the rest of this.
That's a big payoff for just like, hey, sit here and watch this 47-minute cartoon.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to see the 2 minutes at
Well,
the
I mean, we fed him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
made a lot
yeah,
of dinner
dinner.
that
You guys
night.
aren't
so-
monsters, I know.
No, yeah. I gave him a bowl of pasta and said, sit down and watch the show with us.
Was it Tony and Nello's?
No.
You are monsters.
Wow.
It was,
Speaking of
I make
monsters.
good chicken.
I make
Whatever I
good
made.
chicken.
I make good chicken.
Chicken Alfredo.
I make that good buttered chicken, man. Shoot. You ain't going to judge me. My chicken is A1. The Cruella poster that just got put out by Disney Plus. It looks good. I'm excited for this one. I'm a fan of Emma Stone. I think this is going to be a decent movie. Have you seen anything about it? We've talked about it a couple times.
I have not. I think I've seen maybe like a flash of it scrolling Facebook or something or another, but I am not into the whole Disney thing like most people are.
Gotcha.
So I don't really care about.
So from the
Cruella.
Disney corner, what do you think?
I'm stoked.
What about it? Are you stoked? She just put her phone down. I caught her.
That
Wow.
was my work phone. I'm trying to dibble dabble in some responsibilities.
This is your job
Okay.
from 6 to
Sorry,
7
I'm
every other Thursday.
every Thursday.
Let's hear it for Mark.
Sorry.
But you're not getting paid, actually, and there's
Yeah.
no benefits.
Oh, well,
I
okay.
don't
Let's
get
just calm that down.
So I'm excited, but I've had this argument before, or
May
this,
28th.
this statement before. That's when it's on
Disney Plus.
Is it premium?
I don't know.
Probably. I would
Probably,
assume.
but I don't know.
So if it's not, I'm super stoked. If it is premium,
Will you pay $30 for it?
I'd go to the theater for it.
I would go to the theater for it, but
That's still $30 when you're done.
Probably more than $30 when you're done.
Well, not if it's just him and I. We don't take
Not
the
if,
kids
Not if you
anywhere.
sneak in your own food.
Yeah, just put them pub subs in the bag. You good?
Pop open a LaCroix. Let's party.
A
Yeah.
LaCroix.
Oh, look.
I had a buddy who used to bring LaCroix to the movie
You just
theater.
look at him and go, what happened to you?
Who hurt you?
What was your childhood like?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't. I mean, especially if we were all going to watch it, I probably would pay the premium.
If we were all going to watch
Yeah,
it?
if the boys were going to watch it, because then it's worth it. You know, you have your.
So, The Boys. Let's go ahead and talk about The Boys. One day we custom dug out their room with all these Marvel superheroes. It
Oh, I thought it was the Amazon
Avengers
show.
when it first came out. And they were like, whoa, Hulk, Iron Man, it's Captain America, the girl. And then that's what
Talk
they
about
call Black Widow.
Widow.
The girl. I was like, okay. So do we think the boys are going to want to go see
No.
Cruella? Doubt it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Tell me there's an
I'm
Aquaman cameo.
super excited to see
Yeah.
it, but I know that like by the end of July or beginning of August, it'll likely be free, just like Mulan was.
Yeah, it's like
Am
3
I
months.
willing to wait? I mean, at this point, COVID has taught me super patience when it comes to movies.
We had
I
nothing else
probably-
going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of would be. I mean, I wouldn't mind waiting, but you know, I'm excited though because like I've said before, I like the remakes of these movies to be live action, and I like that they've gone a different way with this one because they've already done kind of the live action movie with the 101 Dalmatians movie. And I like that it's like an origin story. I really like seeing things from other people's point of view when you grew up like in the thick of the good guys. You know what I mean? Like I like that. So I am
Am
excited.
I just a dude to be like, I want to see Emma Stone?
That's the only saving grace for this entire movie, but still,
Yeah.
I'm like,
I could care less
not for
about
$30.
Cruella, but if she's signed on to play her, I'm like, all right.
I had to watch Easy A for free, so
There you go.
All right. Okay, getting into DC news. First one. Tom Cavanaugh, who's on the Flash series, and Cisco. I don't know the actor's name.
I don't remember
I
his
don't
name.
either, but I love him. It's Carlos.
Carlos.
No, he sings the thong song.
No,
Oh,
it's not
Cisco.
Cisco.
That thong,
That's his name in the
thong,
show.
thong, thong.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, those
Gotcha.
two characters done on the series.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Season
So
7.
sad.
The end for them. You know what?
Just
I applaud
stop
that.
it.
I applaud that. Good for you guys.
They're
It
just-
has been 7 seasons,
yeah.
but they kind of make
There
that
are
show.
very
Carlos
few
Valdez.
shows in
Carlos
this world
Valdez.
Yeah.
that can make it past 5 seasons.
Say it again.
Carlos Valdez.
Yeah. So I see Tom Cavanaugh moving on and being successful elsewhere. This other guy, I don't know.
Well, I really, really, really like Tom Cavanaugh.
Kavanaugh
personally.
was.
He was in Scrubs too. He's been in a lot of stuff.
I don't want to say what character he plays, just it's a slight spoiler. It's 6 years ago. Does it matter?
What?
Yes.
He was Zoom, right?
No.
No.
He was originally Eobard Thawne.
Yeah.
Reverse Flash.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
But
Reverse Flash.
It's been 7 seasons. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
After that, he's not.
Okay.
He's somebody else. But
But I'm trying to remember which style. I'm picturing the guy.
In the first,
He was
season,
Reverse Flash.
He's Reverse Flash.
Okay. Sorry for the spoilers from the 2013 series, The Flash.
I was going to say, if you haven't seen it by now,
Yeah.
you deserve
So
it.
if you're sitting in your truck or car right now and go, damn it, Mark.
There's a Reverse Flash?
What? There's a Flash CW series?
I want to like it.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't
So-
make it to the end of anything.
I'm not gonna
Arrow,
lie.
I was all in on.
Yeah.
3 seasons, I'm like, yes. Season 4, I'm just like, I think I'm done.
Yep. It dropped us there.
Yeah.
See,
They dropped us after Deathstroke, which they should have dropped the series after Deathstroke.
Yeah, I think all these things come to a natural end, and then they just keep going.
Yeah. Let's call in Ra's al Ghul now and do more stuff.
Boy,
Yeah.
just do a different character.
Yeah.
That's why, like with Falcon and Winter Soldier and these Marvel shows, not to pivot too hard, but like they're like, no, these are just miniseries.
Yeah.
I love it.
These are 8-hour movies because we can't tell all this in the movie in the MCU.
Like, oh no, we did that. Now we're doing She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you said She-Hulk. I'm so ready for that. I can't wait.
Ooh.
Anyway, yeah. So the last bit of DC news before we get
yes.
into the chunky Marvel news.
Oh.
Finn Wittrock. I don't know who that gentleman is. I believe he was in another TV series. Was cast as Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern, in the HBO Green Lantern series. Don't call it a comeback. Green Lantern, baby, is not dead.
Was this the guy that Zack Snyder posted a picture of?
Maybe
In front of a green screen?
possibly.
Because Zack Snyder posted a picture like, this was going to be our Green Lantern.
Here was going to be your Green Lantern. My Zack Snyderverse movie is still 12 hours long.
Check out my Vero account that nobody else is on anymore.
Yeah, Guy Gardner. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. I'm not a huge DC guy, but yeah, he is signed up to play him in the
That's our guy.
HBO series. Now, is he the guy? Is there a Hal Jordan? Is there a Jon Stewart? Is there a Lantern Corps?
We better get a core. We've been waiting this long.
Yeah.
We need a core.
Let's do it.
Team up.
Okay. Let's get into some Marvel news here.
Okay,
as
let's do it.
Mark goes to make boom boom.
I don't know if he can. The bathroom is probably still being utilized.
long is your son's toenails?
Yeah.
He's showering.
Our son is in there. Yeah. So sorry about that. Sorry about your luck. Go outside. But okay. So first bit of news: Morbius, the Sony vehicle
Oh, I wish
that
I
we
went to the
got-
bathroom.
that we got a preview for, and it looked really good. I thought has been delayed for the 5th time.
That's a great sign.
Why?
That means they are really excited about this property and they want to take their time. No, everybody's gotten their hands on it and go, no, do this.
Do you think they're trying to get it closer to No Way Home?
No, I think it's just constant rewrites.
Hmm.
And reshoots and re-edits and redubs
It's very possible.
and other re's.
Um,
Sorry, Jared Leto.
There's
You just
more
can't
stuff.
catch a break.
more stuff to talk about for that one.
All right, what you got?
Blade Productions. Speaking of Marvel vampires,
Yeah, speaking of Empress.
that's been pushed back to 2022 as far as starting of production.
Okay, that's
And
different.
That comment was saying we want to pay respect to Blade. We want all this kind of stuff to go really well. We want the movie to be very good. Mahershala Ali still signed on to play Blade.
Are we still talking about this vaporware?
What's that?
Are we still talking about that vaporware?
What was that?
He is salty over here. He wants his Wesley Snipes back.
Oh.
No, they've just been talking about this for years, and it's never happened.
Yeah, because it's hard to replace all Wesley. We've talked about that.
Well, like, here's the thing. When Marvel pushes something back, I'm like, oh, they're taking their time. When DC pushes something back, I'm like, or Sony or any of these other companies, I'm like, oh my God, it sucks, and they're trying to fix it.
You don't know anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one that I was never expecting to see, but that posted not too long ago. When I was writing my notes for this episode is when I saw this. Hugh Jackman has come out and said he wants a Wolverine cameo in Deadpool 3.
That son of a bitch.
I love that.
I was like, no, the fuck he doesn't.
Is it true?
He can't lie to us this long and then be like, yeah, I want in. And how do you do a Wolverine cameo in Deadpool 3?
Who cares?
Please just make it like the Days of Future Past one.
Well, that's my point. So, do you do it justice to see Wolverine for 2 seconds? And if Deadpool sees Wolverine, he's only going to take 2 seconds in passing?
That's true.
There's been a short made about him from the ending of Logan.
That is true. Okay. Would I love to see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman work together?
He stapled
Absolutely.
Hugh Jackman's face onto his at the end of Deadpool 1.
Yeah, it was good.
These two guys are dying to work together.
Yeah.
And I would love to see it. But Marvel just has billions of dollars worth of plans in front of them.
Yeah.
They won't go backwards on it.
They're not going to, no, I don't think they're going to replace with Hugh Jackman.
I don't think there's going to be a Wolverine for the foreseeable future.
I don't know about that.
Mark, get out of my house.
No, I fully believe that we're going to get every D-level Marvel character that's never been in a movie.
Sure.
Or mutant character that's never been in a movie.
Really? And you think it's going to be like the New Mutants, not from the New Mutants movie, but a different set of mutants as opposed to our Cyclopses, our Storms, our Jean Greys?
I can see a Jean Grey and a Cyclops, but I do not see a Wolverine coming anytime soon.
Why?
Just because that fear of replacing Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
Because they're not going to want to do that. Do I wish they would? Yes, Wolverine's a fantastic character who Hugh Jackman played really well, but did he play perfectly? Maybe not so much when it comes to the comics.
I don't think that's his fault. I think that's the studio being scared of a true blue Wolverine.
That's a Fox decision.
And they're also saying Deadpool's going to stay rated R. So I think if they'll do that, and they're willing to pay Ryan as much money as they are, they'll bring in a Wolverine that's got to take a blood shower.
In my perfect world, they would take Deadpool and the mutants and keep them in a separate universe. Because the universe is big enough as is.
Yeah.
We got Fantastic Four.
Right.
We got all the Wakandan stuff. We got 2 Captain American boys running around. We got all kinds of stuff happening.
Yeah.
We got enough heroes.
I still think there's room for it.
I mean, they're going to do it because there's that crossover appeal.
Yeah. And there's that mega Marvel movie that involves all of them.
But I would love a mutants universe, like a different Earth that has the mutants on them, and then you do that huge Avengers vs. X-Men movie in 5 years.
That'd be dope.
And just build it up.
See, that I'm worried about because you don't get any meaning out of those fights when the X-Men and the Avengers show up to fight each other because nobody's going to die.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the line.
Well, if you do D-level mutants...
You might be right. But
oh my God, Spitball died!
But who's going to care if a D-level mutant dies?
That's true.
There's nothing... Your favorites, the people you actually care about, they're not going to be at risk.
Oh my God, they killed Hawkeye.
And you know what? Maybe Maybe that changes with James Gunn's new Suicide Squad. Maybe they go, you know what? Maybe we can play a little bit with these.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. So you talked about multiverses and things being able to change and all that, yada, yada, yada. It has come out and it has been released that Doctor Strange was originally written into the season finale and contractually obligated to be in the series finale of WandaVision. That was done. The season finale of WandaVision was actually a rewrite to put the spotlight on Wanda, and I respect the decision because they didn't want to take away from Wanda's power and her moment and her finally having her victory. You didn't want her to come there and struggle literally the entire series and then have Doctor Strange show up and go, "Don't worry, I got it." Thoughts?
Just silence.
Yeah, why not? I mean, to me, it wouldn't have mattered either way, as I really didn't go gung-ho and cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs like everyone else did for WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been just another Marvel TV show to me.
I think that it leaves a lot of room open for the next phase.
The Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, and I absolutely adore that. And I mean, there are people that I work with, people that aren't in the nerd Marvel realm that watch these movies because their kids watch these movies that have approached me this week that have said that show clearly opens up the world for the next phase. After they saw the Eternals thing that you posted, they were like, this is great. So I mean, people who aren't as educated or as fluent in the Marvel world really like the way that was portrayed.
Yeah. It's not the same old hat, because that is what I couldn't stand about some superhero movies. They have an arc. You have usually, more often than not, it was an origin story. These people are in extraordinary situations. They find out they have abilities. They try their abilities. They try to do good. They fail. And then something transformative happens for them, and they come back and they're triumphant. This was none of that.
Yeah.
That's why I thought this show really broke the mold for MCU. Not just for TV shows or for Marvel properties, but for the entire thing, the whole MCU. I thought WandaVision really broke it wide open and let Marvel fans or comic book fans in general know that you don't know what to expect when you watch one of our shows. And that, to me, the worst movie experience I've ever had was going into a movie, I want to think it was Pathfinder, where I looked at the person next to me, I go, I'm going to tell you exactly how this movie's going to go. And I explained it scene for scene. And they kept looking at me going, have you seen this movie? I'm like, no. That's the bad part. It's just that predictable. And WandaVision, I mean, there were moments where you go, okay, seeing this is probably what's going to happen, but you couldn't predict it. So
what I really love about the whole like WandaVision thing, like with her character specifically, is that she is now kind of like an anti-villain or an anti-hero.
Anti-hero.
And I love that because we all kind of knew that she has this power that is just incredible. And then with everything that happened in Infinity War, you kind of anticipate that happening. And it definitely opens up the door to a completely different, crazy world that we're about to walk into with Marvel. That, like you said, the madness of the multiverse.
Yeah, let's think about it for Wanda right now and her little journey as far as the public eye has seen her. They don't know anything about her except for the fact that she's from Sokovia. Then she's in Africa and blows up a building in Wakanda, or with Wakandans in it, in Lagos. If you're the outside world, that's all you know. Is that Wanda did that, she blew it up. Then you know that Tony Stark tried to bring her in, and she and Captain America fought back until she ended up going to prison. And so after that, you know that she got out. And as far as public opinion goes, you probably don't know that she saved the world, or at least tried to, because she was a fugitive for all that time. And then you find out, oh, she went and took over an entire town for months. And people died and people were hurt, and now she's out. So public opinion on Wanda Maximoff is not great. So, yeah, I'd absolutely say in the public's eye, she is an anti-hero.
Yeah.
And all they know is she's a powerful entity that's just out there.
Make her full-blown bad. Do it. Have the guts to do it.
Like that. I'd love to see something like that. But I don't know. I'm not the one running Marvel over there. I'm not Feige. Okay? Jeez.
Kev.
You could be.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going to take a really quick break. If you are listening to our advertisements, we very much appreciate that. It helps us out a lot. We will be back. Mark already took a pee, but, we're going to take a break anyway because we like to be loose cannons. We don't play by the rules.
I missed WandaVision for no reason.
Well, you know what? That's what you get, okay?
I got a small bladder.
Well, we'll hear more about Mark's small bladder when we return from these messages. And we're back. Thank you so much. Mark, tell us more about your pee breaks.
So sometimes when I have to pee.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Waka waka.
So, two more things, and then we get into the meat of our episode. Yeah, I know it's been forever. Loki. They moved up his premiere date.
He got the bump?
To June 9th.
Wasn't it like the 11th?
From
Yes.
June 11th.
The ad said Wednesdays are the new Fridays.
That's what I'm saying.
Why?
I don't know why.
I have a theory.
I'd love to hear it.
I think it's water cooler talk situation.
Okay.
They want people to be able to go to work the next day and say, "Did you watch Loki last night?"
Okay.
Because if you do it and then watch it Friday and then Saturday, it's like 3 days old by the time you get there on Monday.
Well, it's kind of irresponsible of Tom Hiddleston and Feige because they know I run D&D on Wednesdays.
It's just very rude of them.
It's just impossible.
It's inconsiderate.
It's almost like they never think of you when they're setting schedules.
I'm calling the police.
You should.
Yeah, Friday we look forward to it. So in all honesty, I don't want to get spoilers and stuff, but we look forward to that on Friday. So we might end up having to wait till Friday anyway because we have action-packed Wednesdays and Thursdays.
I was going to say a friend of mine was like, just wait till Friday.
I don't want to see you might not care, but I do.
Disney shows are pretty good. People are pretty good about not spoiling those. Like on other things, they'll just spoil away.
But in my nature to look for news and look for stuff, I'm going to look for it.
I kind of hope they just don't. People don't know that it's moved to
Nobody. It's a big secret.
Wait, what happened?
We meant to say Friday. That's the news. It's still on Friday. Moving on. Okay, on to the big news drop.
Oh wow!
I don't know what this
Marvel
is.
did. It's a Phase 4 release schedule.
Oh, I
the
do know what this
Eternals?
is.
We haven't
Bro.
sat and talked about this.
This is tough. This is what I was talking about earlier when I had somebody at work who's like a 55-year-old man whose 13-year-old daughter watches this stuff religiously. He says that she reminds him of me because I like get super stoked about it, and his daughter like forces him to watch all these movies, but he loves them now, and he was like, did you see the trailer? He called me into his office. He's the COO of our company. Did you see the Eternals trailer? I'm like,
It's not a trailer.
Did you?
whatever. Still,
It's
First
not
look.
a
it's
trailer.
he doesn't, I was like, who are you now? What has happened?
I guess if you
You wanna be on my
associate it with
podcast?
spending time with your family,
Yeah,
like
thank
that's
you.
something that gets you really
You haven't
excited
been
about.
I
it.
mean,
listening
his
to the alter ego?
family was literally out of town like a couple months ago, and he was telling me that he spent the entire week alone just drinking whiskey and watching all of the Avengers movies again. I was like, that's incredible. I'm so proud of you.
Sounds like a man of culture.
It does.
He was like, guess what I watched last night? And I was like, tell me all about it.
Said it like that. He needs to revoke his man card.
Mania!
That's what I did.
He didn't say it like
I'm
that.
the silliest goose.
Stop it.
Drank a whiskey brew.
Okay. Moving forward.
I love seeing the culture leak into, you know what I mean? Like, I like
Yes.
that.
Mainstream media.
A businessman,
No, I-
military man, you know what I mean?
That's the essence of comics and all this other stuff. I have an attorney, a well-known attorney, who walked into El Toro's office, who I've talked about, was like, hey, is that a Flash poster? And then he started talking about how he used to connect. It doesn't matter. That's the beautiful thing, is all walks of life can find something to enjoy in this.
I agree.
Yes.
You know, that's the whole beauty of it.
Yeah,
All right?
I work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except for Ryan. He can't find anything to enjoy in
That's
any
No.
of
probably
this.
true.
Oh, I can.
We'll be like, you know what? We hate this. And Ryan's like, well, let me tell you why it's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Black Widow, July 9th. Excited. Want to
whoop.
see it. We've talked about it. Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, September 3rd, 2021.
Big ass karate time.
Eternals, November 5th, 2021. I want to see a full-length trailer.
I do too.
Come on, Ryan. It's got Angelina Jolie in it.
What?
Yeah.
Did you not know this?
No, I haven't seen anything on it.
Oh, wow.
They only
That
released about
shocks-
10
that
seconds
shocks
worth of
us.
footage.
That shocks us that you haven't seen that yet.
I mean, it's one of those things too where I kind of don't like seeing everything that happens because it's mostly the entire movie.
My
Like,
nephew,
I try not to watch
my
anything.
nephew's like that with a lot of stuff. He's like, please don't tell me anything about anything.
Doesn't watch a
because-
single trailer.
I have a
Yeah.
buddy who swore off trailers. He will not
Yeah.
watch a trailer. And he's happier for it. I'm like, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
That's fine. You live your life over there. I'm going to live my life over here.
It's like two things happen. You either get really hyped for it and then it lets you down, or
Well, that's not
it
true.
shows you the entire movie and all the best parts in the trailer.
You mean Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Anyways,
something like
move
that.
on.
Okay, moving on. Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Oh, hello.
December 17th,
Oh, a little Christmas present.
2021. And it's a little sugar with this medicine.
Oh.
Andrew Garfield has come out and said, I don't know why you people are mentioning my name. I have not gotten a call about this movie.
Oh, you sly dog.
You think he's lying?
He's lying.
He's
I don't
lying like
think
a
so.
rug.
Yeah.
He's like, if I say anything to the press,
Yeah.
Marvel is going to fire me.
I agree, but I just think that he's also the guy who showed up in line at Comic-Con and took off his Spider-Man mask and was like, yeah, I'm really excited, and he played everybody. I think he's a super comic fan, and I hope he's playing us.
yeah.
If he is, hats off to you, my friend. I hope he is playing us, because I really would love to see him in this movie. But that moves us on to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And here's an interesting thing. For the next 2 years, which is a lot that hasn't been announced yet, 4 movies a year.
I was going to say we have 4 movies in 2021.
Uh-huh.
Granted, we're just getting the 2020 movies that we deserve the entire time.
But that's okay. Because
But
I
I'll
mean,
take it.
I feel like 2022, personally, I feel like is stacked.
Yeah, at this point, we're getting a movie like every other month.
Not that 2021 doesn't have good releases, because it certainly does, but I feel like 2021 or 2022 is super stacked.
You don't say.
That's because you're screen watching, you cheater.
No,
Jack, why don't
because
you
I
tell us
thought
more
of the
about these
other
movies that are
day.
I'm going to start sitting over there in the corner.
Stop it.
No, I'm kidding. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, March 25th, 2022.
Oh my God.
I'm just going to say that's the one I'm most excited for of all the movies on this list.
Make it weird.
Yeah.
Super,
Please.
super weird.
Make it weird. Make it a horror movie. Freak people out. I want to see children running out screaming and crying.
This is a Sam Raimi joint, right?
I hope not.
I think it is.
Okay. Now,
Isn't it?
I'm now made worried.
Yup.
Yeah.
Curbing that enthusiasm, huh?
I am.
I thought it was. I thought that was the whole idea.
No.
Type
I don't
in
think
Sam
so.
Raimi, Doctor Strange, and see what comes up.
Oh, man. Don't do this
He's
to me.
gonna doodle a thing.
Oh, that's right.
That's the lead-in.
I was going to say, would we just get our Google song from Wish?
Boom. I know. I was already tapping at the
It's
table.
not that bad.
You're right. Director Sam Raimi.
Oh, hey! I'm excited.
Okay.
You didn't like the original Spider-Man movies?
Nope.
Ooh, then we are in different planes of existence.
I did not like the original Spider-Man with
You're an amazing
Toby
Spider-Man
He didn't
boy.
like Tobey
Maguire.
Maguire at all.
at all.
Oh, I didn't either.
0, that much percent, 0. You were absolutely right. I'm an amazing Spider-Man boy because Andrew Garfield killed it with a shovel behind a Denny's at 3 a.m.
Yes.
I
See?
loved the first one. Hated the second one.
I'm
Not
a
me.
Tom Holland
I
guy
didn't
right,
either.
all day.
Okay.
Oh, Tom Holland's the best man to
So,
ever play
I
Spider-Man in live
agree.
action.
Well,
I really did like Garfield a lot. He saved Spider-Man for me because
Because he wasn't a 40-year-old man playing Spider-Man.
Right.
he didn't
However-
ugly cry on screen. He did, but it wasn't quite as ugly as Tobey
However,
Maguire's.
the chemistry that comes with the rest of the Avengers with Tom Holland is paramountly different than what we would have gotten from
I don't
Garfield.
think
Magical.
those two can be compared. Your point is absolutely right.
Yes.
Tom Holland is great. I'm just a fan of Garfield.
I am too, but
I'm
saying,
glad he's coming back because he is
right
confirmed.
because he is confirmed, even though he doesn't seem
Even
to know
though
it, or
he's
he
not
does, and
confirmed.
he's lying.
You heard it here first, people.
Coming live from Market Office, here comes Spider-Man.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland.
And whoever else.
And whoever else.
Get the guy from the 1940 serials.
Get the guy from the 1940s serial.
He's like 70 years old now.
He's like 70 years old. Is this commercial going to keep going?
Like
No.
it. Fruit Loops are great.
Fruit Loops are great. You went with my voice. I had to go back.
Son of a bitch, I got so into it, I flipped it.
All right. So, up next, May 6th, 2022, you will know where Megan Austin will be at Thor, Love, and Thunder.
Oh, my God.
So will I.
I cannot wait.
Hey, what are the chances we see Thor and Doctor Strange?
I mean, that would be dope. Dope.
I don't know.
At this point,
If I don't
Thor
get to see Thor,
is the OG of the Marvel Universe.
yeah.
We're going to get you like a Thor advent calendar, 365 days exactly from today.
Let's do it.
I need to. There needs
Keep
Oh
to
my
be.
God.
giving.
He's absolutely right. Yeah. It's in a 365
I'm putting
days.
a countdown on my phone right now.
Yeah. Let's
Oh my
go.
God, it's the anniversary of the
So-
movie in a year.
This
Okay.
guy just robbed a home run. from
Yeah,
all
he
of
did.
us.
Clap,
He just robbed a
claps
home
for
run.
Ryan.
Here we go. That was great.
Yeah.
Very
I just had
good.
to double check because I was like, I'm pretty sure yesterday was Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, he was just here so he didn't get fined.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot
So-
wait.
I'm about that action.
The
boss.
last time we saw Thor, he was with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
The Asgardians of the Galaxy.
the
so-
Asgardians of the Galaxy.
Do we
If I
see
don't-
Guardians of the Galaxy in the first opening scene
Nope.
of Thor Love and Thunder?
Maybe. But I don't think so. No, actually, we've already seen them on set for Thor Love and Thunder.
I was going to say, do they just show up? Man, that was a crazy time I had with the Guardians.
Yeah.
Now
Wow.
on to other things.
Those Guardians sure are something.
I
I
don't
hope
know,
he's
man.
still. I hope Thor's still fat.
He won't be.
Oh man.
He might be at the beginning, but he won't be for long.
I cannot wait.
He's going
I
to see Jane
cannot
Foster and
wait.
get abs for days.
Yes, he is. Not to mention that complex between him and Peter Quill, and that's why
That's
I
what I'm
think
looking forward to
because
most.
I've got the pushed back date. I don't have the exact dates for this one, I don't think, but the pushback date for Guardians is that way because we're going to see them in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, for sure.
We have to.
I cannot wait. I
I
mean,
mean, the love aspect. He's looking for Gamora. I mean,
the year
I
and
don't
change that we have gone without like a fresh. I mean, I will say WandaVision and Winter Soldier, that definitely helped.
They were supposed to be sprinkles, but they were the main
I
course.
take it back. Guardians is a year out from Thor: Love and Thunder.
Wow.
But anyway,
it's a
the next
2023.
one after that, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Official title dropped.
And that's perfect.
It is only because of the circumstances.
Yes.
I would have loved for them to. Again, there's a lot of things I would have loved with this franchise. I wish Chadwick Boseman was still here to play Black Panther, but they could have saved that title for something. But this is that big something.
Yeah. What are you going to call it? The Rise of Shuri? Like
No. They would never do that.
they need to. Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah, I think it's great considering the circumstances. And Ryan Coogler says the film will be respectful to the loss of Chadwick Boseman. I think that happens right off the bat.
Yep.
I think they address it right up front, and then they try to move on from there.
Do you think it's like a Superman situation where we just open up with the funeral of T'Challa?
Possibly.
I'm thinking something somewhere.
And it's going to be the entire world.
It's going to make me cry right in the first 5 minutes.
It's gonna be the entire world paying homage to T'Challa.
Yeah.
The entire world, every active superhero will be paying homage. Like those huge comic book size funerals you see. I don't think I'm stretching it when I say you see Thor, you see Captain Marvel, you see every superhero, Doctor Strange,
Bring 'em
anybody
all
who's
in.
available will be there for the funeral of T'Challa if they have one. I don't cry at movies. It's a story to me. It's fun to watch a movie. That might get me.
Ooh, that's going to be a rough one.
I called so many people liars in the first couple days when they told me about Chadwick Boseman. I was like, no, you're lying.
I saw it on Facebook. I'm like, no.
This is a rumor. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I always fact check that like immediately.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you have to.
when Kobe Bryant died, the first thing I did Google. I'm like, holy shit!
Then it was like Hollywood Reporter, Marvel, like everybody
As soon
else
as I started
reporting.
seeing that, I was like, oh no.
I actually saw it on TikTok. Some girl put it. It's like, this bitch doesn't know what she's talking about.
Right.
Unsubscribed.
Oh shit!
Yeah. That's just it's a rough one. That's gonna be a tough movie to watch in an emotional.
I think it's
way.
going to start out rough and then it's going to end really positively, and
Yeah.
it's going to kind of pick us all up.
Yeah. After that, coming out November 11th, 2022, The Marvels.
I like this.
Me too.
They're like, people don't really seem to like Brie Larson all that much.
I like Brie Larson. I
Me
don't
too.
know. I mean, other people
Okay.
don't. I know exactly what you're talking
They're
about.
like, Mark doesn't really seem to like Brie Larson all that much.
I do.
I like her in
a
other
lot.
things.
Yeah, I liked her in I liked her in Captain Marvel. I liked her in
too.
Captain Marvel. Liked her in Infinity War. Well, not Infinity War, but Endgame.
I liked her in Endgame, but I
Yeah.
didn't like her in Captain Marvel for some reason. She's just doing this weird Superman impression that I really don't like.
Well, I mean, the powers that Marvel gives her is really not up to her. So, I mean,
Yeah.
but her performance, I liked her being a off the rails female in kind of a man empowered world, and that part in the end for Captain Marvel, you can ask Megan. I was like, that is my shit right there. When at the end he's like, prove to me that you can do this. I was like, this is stupid. They're gonna have them fight, and she's only gonna be powerful when she's able to beat the guy, and all she does is blast him and go, I don't gotta prove shit to you.
I did
When
like
she
that.
said that, I was like, let's fucking go.
I will say I like that movie better the second time around.
Yeah.
The first time I watched it, she was just doing this very stoic. It wasn't her powers that reminded me of Superman. It was just she was acting like very stoic and very above everybody else. And I'm
Cocky.
like, yeah, and I'm just kind of like, that doesn't fit in this universe so much. So, but I did like it a lot more the second time around. So maybe there's something there.
We'll see. But we're also going to see, even though she has a TV show, I don't know if that comes out first or she's going to be in this movie first, but our first look at Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel.
Woot woot.
Woot, woot,
Woot, woot, woot.
indeed. I'm
And
very
big old
excited to
fists.
see her. Yeah. Yeah. I love her because she's a fangirl, right? Mm-hmm. So I hope she does the same thing.
Full on Comic-Con.
I need to see it.
Yep.
I was gonna say the same thing. I hope that they do it almost like the Avengers game.
Yeah.
Like, I, honest to God, would love that.
Where she's just like, oh my God, you're Captain America.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see that.
We got a little bit of that with Paul Rudd, but we need more of that. If we can find a legitimate
Oh my God, Captain America. I know you too. You're great.
But if we can get that Comic-Con cosplayer full-on experience out of somebody being that POV, like, that's great.
Miss Marvel's uniform is made after Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So you know she's going to fangirl.
Yeah.
And Photon
Love it.
from the WandaVision series.
Ryan's favorite TV show.
Monica Rambeau is going to also be one of the Marvels featured. So we've got, I don't know. This is another interesting one to me.
Hold on, when did Rambo get powers?
Monica Rambeau, she got powers when she entered the curse.
Hey, never mind. I'm thinking of the.
He's thinking
the mom.
Sylvester Stallone.
No, I'm thinking the mom. It's the daughter.
Yes, you are. Oh God, I forgot I was going with that. You're going to see 3 top tier heroes. It's kind of a powerful little squad.
I want to see some Photon action.
I don't see any other superhero squad movies that have this many like powerful people.
I like it. It's a little,
Right?
It's a little mini Avengers situation.
I think it's going to be very interesting to see. Because you have Captain Marvel, who's top tier. You have Ms. Marvel, who I think they have kind of a trainee vibe. Like she's kind of trying to keep up
Like
with
an
people.
intern.
And then Photon, who's probably trying to prove herself more than she should.
I think the days of one-person superhero movies are done.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
But what are you
and
gonna
then-
have 52 people on screen though?
It's what it
Like in
seems
the next
like.
Avengers movie?
Well,
Every
movies,
comic book character ever.
Speaking of that, the next of it. No, I'm kidding.
the movies have gone longer and longer, but they've also done a good job of paying homage to everybody that's been in it. And right now, that's 3 heroes. Guardians is what, 5, 6, and everybody gets their moments.
That's true.
So
That's good writing.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be okay. I also think, it's funny because people will look at the fact that it's 3 women that are leads in this movie. I think it's just going to be as good as anything else.
Oh, it don't matter.
Yeah.
What you worried about?
It doesn't matter. Get over it.
It's not Ghostbusters. You're fine.
I was just gonna say, is it a repeat
Yeah.
of Ghostbusters?
No.
Right. It's not, because this is original content.
It's Feige. All trust and believe in Feige.
Yes, all faith is to be paid unto Feige. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, coming out February 17th,
I know. I cannot wait for that
2023.
one.
Kang, the motherfucking Conqueror.
I know. I'm so excited to see him.
Bring it.
Do you think it's going to be original recipe Kang from the comics? You
I
think
hope
they're
so.
going to keep that?
I hope so.
Because that's
I hope
I like
so.
that.
Because then you can play with time. And you never know what could happen then. And also in the multiverse, you never know what could happen then. And you know what? All this stuff is on the brim. And they also had that Marvel writer who says, I'm surprised they haven't talked about all the stuff they have going on. So I have a feeling there's more than just this.
So much time travel stuff.
Yeah. And then
Hey,
Guardians Volume 3, May 5th.
I can't wait for the
2023.
soundtrack.
That's always, I
Ooh.
look forward to that in Guardians. Always.
We up to 80s music now? What are we doing?
Let's hear it. Oh, well, he also got that one from Kraglin that had it's like
It was on the
1,000
Zune?
something songs.
Yeah.
Or no, he says 300 songs.
And he's like, wow.
He's like 300.
Microsoft's like, yes.
Like, I really want to see Star-Lord coming in with some like really left field songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it would be truly incredible to see him coming into something new.
Have
I
you
want
guys
them
ever
to
heard of the
give him
Ramones?
A bunch of mumble rap.
Oh, no.
No mumble rap.
No.
That would be great.
No.
Oh, no.
Because he's listening to straight bangers now.
No mumble rap. Ever. Not even in just this movie. Just
I
never,
wanna-
ever again.
I want to see it.
What if he comes in listening to like Trick Daddy?
You don't know that?
Star-Lord comes in to Trick Love the Kids.
Or I'm a thug.
Yeah. Or he comes into the Chronic 2001.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Why is everybody a lull now? I don't
Yeah.
even know what lull is.
Yeah. Yeah. Lil, I don't know. I'm Lil Star-Lord now. You're Lil Rocket.
Rough Riders Anthem. Let's do it.
Oh, too soon. Too soon. And after that, Fantastic Four.
No date, right?
No date yet. TBA. And
That is a
Captain
lot,
America
man.
4, TBA.
Captain for America.
Captain Marvel, the series, or Miss Marvel series, TBA. She-Hulk, TBA. Dude, there's so much. Hawkeye, TBA.
What else is there? There's other stuff, too. There's so much stuff.
Yeah. So many trailers, so much content. This roadmap is somewhere in like the 50th basement level at Marvel headquarters. There's no 1 through 49 basement level. It just goes straight to 50.
Just straight to
But
hell.
still, you got to ride that long. And if you get stuck, you're dead.
You're right by the frozen head.
Yeah. Of Walt Disney.
Yes.
Yeah. So, speaking of those Marvel properties, one of them just finished.
Oh my God.
Has everybody watched it?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Week to week.
Falcon und the Winter Soldier.
Lovely.
Overall thoughts, lovely. What did you think, Mr. Ryan?
It was all right.
Yeah. Okay.
I liked it a lot.
You liked it a lot?
I did. I'm a big Bucky fan.
Was it
so
a
I was happy to
huge-
see a lot of him.
I'll let you go first. Never mind. Go ahead, Jack.
I liked it a lot. I was really happy that both of these characters got so much time to develop
Yes.
as characters in the MCU. Because as far as Bucky goes, all we knew going into this was he was the Winter Soldier and he was Steve Rogers' friend.
They're just Captain America dudes.
Can we
Sebastian
stop
stands
calling
so
him the Winter
dreamy.
Soldier too,
And start calling him the White Wolf.
and just calling him Bucky?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my God, it's Bucky.
That goes to the...
Sounds so intimidating.
but that goes back to the public opinion of what people know of him in the MCU. They know of him as the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, because see, that was one of my gripes with it. Well, not gripes, but one of the things that I kind of was like, I'm a little disappointed. You watch the Winter Soldier, he whoops wholesale ass. You know what I mean? He's fucking Cap up.
Mm-hmm.
And in
Yeah.
this, he's like getting beat up by people they call super soldiers, who are people who just had a serum in them. They never served. They're not soldiers. And they're whooping his ass.
We don't get to know their background in terms of
They
their
could be.
physical training, and we also don't know what effects that serum had, because if you think about it like this, when Cap took his serum as an anorexic, he turned into a 6'3", 250-pound solid muscle guy. These people took it. We don't know what the effects were, because you noticed they didn't have quite the healing that Steve Rogers did. And you're right. Bucky does whoop wholesale ass when he's fighting just Steve, but he doesn't win that fight. Steve gives up. And when he's fighting the other super soldiers in Falcon Winter Soldier, not Falcon Winter Soldier, in Civil War, he gets his butt whooped there too. I think having more than one super soldier is a lot to handle, and they showed that for everybody. And if they show a legitimate threat and it's handled easily by your protagonist, are they really a threat? Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but that's, I don't know.
He was
I'm
also
of two different
brainwashed
minds.
in that first one too.
That was going to be my
and-
next point.
Yeah, now he has all this shit in the back of his head that's getting cleared out.
But still, training is training. You know what I mean? Like,
And he handled himself. In a lot of those situations, when you watch Bucky, when he finally lets loose, like when they're in Madripoor,
yeah.
he whoops that ass.
But he's also not fighting to kill, which he used to before.
Right.
So before, he would have punched through these people's faces and not had any remorse.
Or pulled out that little mini machine gun and just brr, 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 and move on.
yeah. Now he's like, shit, there's consequences to all this.
And that's one of his conditions of his pardon is don't kill people, don't hurt people.
Yeah, I would say don't hurt people, but he still hurt people.
Yeah. I think at the end, when it came down to the final fight, Bucky handled himself extraordinarily well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. For me, Winter Soldier, he was a badass. And then he gets the upgrade of a vibranium arm, and I'm like, oh, yeah. And,
He's right-handed, though.
I don't care.
True enough.
He stopped Cap Shield like it was nothing with that left hand the last time. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of variables there
yeah.
for that.
That's
I
just-
still think he handled himself quite well.
Yeah,
Plus,
I mean,
the
it's
serum is
great.
like a bootleg serum, so we don't know if it's more powerful, less powerful, gets powered in different ways.
But I mean, it was pretty much the same thing from he extracted it from what's his nuts?
What's his nuts?
Was
Steve
it Isaiah
Rogers?
Bradley?
No.
Oh,
That's how they made that serum, right?
no.
No,
From somebody else.
Yeah.
it was from someone else.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was, though.
They did say that they had copies of the original work and that they were trying to perfect it, and there were a couple things that they were missing. It might have been Isaiah Bradley, but they also said that they'd been working on the Super Soldier Serum for years and years and years. Isaiah Bradley, who was a great addition to this series, was a victim of that.
Care for it too much.
You didn't care?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
I thought
we'll talk about it. I'll get to it.
I thought the level of involvement was a bit much. I like the fact that they shed light on it, but the fact that Sam kept going back to try to prove himself, I was like, why do you care?
I can see somebody like Sam trying to do that, though.
Yeah.
Like, look what I did. Yeah.
Well, we can get back.
We're good, right?
What did he have to really do with the story anyway?
He was just showing that super soldiers have been around for a long time.
Yes.
And it was another thing about him being the powers of Captain America, but never being shown in the spotlight and not being accepted, which is why he was trying to tell Sam, don't be Captain America. You can't be Captain America because you're black.
See, and I did not care for that at all. Like, why does...
But
like you said, Black Falcon, he's not... When Sam was handed that the shield...
Yeah.
And he gave it away. And Bucky asked him why. His reason wasn't, because I'm black and I can never be Captain America.
Agreed.
So why bring that up to make him seem like his whole thing about not being Captain America was because he was black? And Isaiah Bradley showed him that, told him that he can't do it. And he's like, I'm going to prove him wrong. I can be Captain America even if I am black. To me, that was just trash.
Well,
I did not appreciate that at all.
But he did touch on the fact that he didn't think it was his place to do that, and it was not to him originally about his race because that shield was belonging to Steve Rogers. So you're right about that. And I can appreciate where you're coming from, but that whole thing, that the race thing, they kind of touched on that in a couple different scenarios without Isaiah Bradley. Like when he's going to the bank with his sister, and they're kind of like, no, sorry, I don't really care. They were trying to kind of hone in on that. And I don't know why, but I felt that his growth through that and his response to a lot of the race things that were brought up were so important and so good. Like when the kid comes up and goes, oh, you're Black Falcon. Well, who are you, black kid? No, you're just a kid.
Well, see, and I get that because most people would call him Black Falcon maybe just because. But the bank, I didn't get that from that. You know what I mean? From that, you're a superhero, bro. You go out and you fight crime. They don't write paychecks.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
And I thought that was the best part of that. And it's like, this doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay.
Like,
That's what I got from it. Not, you're black. We're not going to mess with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I gathered from that.
That's what I gathered his sister was picking up from it.
No, I think, to me, it was like she figured out the same thing, too. Like, he ran away. He's a superhero. You don't have any money. These people aren't going to lend you money. So that's what I took away from it. That's why I felt like the whole Isaiah Bradley thing was just, it didn't need to be there.
So you think they shouldn't have addressed race at all with it changing moniker? You just think that it should have been a comparison of man to man from Sam Wilson?
Absolutely.
And I think that's a very enlightened viewpoint from you, but the world we live in doesn't look at it that way.
So I was going to kind of ask the same thing, and I don't want to harp on it because I can, but do we know if it was rewritten because of the last year? That's
another thing. I was like, is it because of what's going on?
I agree with you in that sense, is that I don't really like that it's like it's a tailored audience. Yeah. And I don't know if I really like that being the case. I understand it, but it doesn't,
and that's what I feel like. It's almost like a we got you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we didn't need that. Because I mean, what Captain America was brought up in a time where they might have fought together, but they were still treated horribly.
Right.
He handed the shield to Sam just because Sam was a stand-up guy.
And that I completely agree with. And I don't think that in the mind of Steve Rogers, he's handing Sam Wilson the shield to say this is a civil rights move.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He's handing it to him because he's been with Sam, he's known him, he's lived with him, and said, you are the upstanding person that deserves this shield.
And you can carry this shield and keep going.
So I feel like it might have been like a crowd pleaser sort of situation.
And that's what I felt too, and I'm just like...
And the purpose. I can see where you're coming from. That's kind of why I'm indifferent what my opinion
I'm
is.
1,000% on board with that. I wish we didn't have to bring up race and have that be a prominent part in our storytelling. But unfortunately, the world we live in right now, that's a hot button issue.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it's really, well, I do know why, because of ignorance out there in the world. But I like the fact that they made the point a couple times. You're not Black Kid, you're just a kid. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Black Captain America. No, that's Captain America. Oh, that's Black Falcon. No, that's Falcon.
Yep.
That was a point of trying to force feed that
And
way of thinking.
eliminate the divide.
Right.
That's just them going, how stupid are you going to look when you say this in the future? So let's just get rid of all this now,
Exactly.
and let's just call it.
Yeah.
So when we get to Captain America 4, we don't have to talk about any of this shit.
We
But when you-
we both had a reaction to Anthony Mackie's. So are you Black Kid? We were both like, really? That's what they're doing here, and it's so good.
So to that end, looking back at that, I think all those points that I found extremely impactful could have still happened without Isaiah Bradley.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do think so
Especially when you're like, he's so adamant this guy's pissed off after what they did to him. Hey, bro, we put a statue up of you. Like,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah, that
man.
turn was a
makes
little hard
everything-
left.
Everything better. Fuck out of here, bro.
Well,
Didn't need it.
I think it was about recognition for somebody who's scared to come out of their house.
Yeah.
And this was something for him to know that his service, not that he was black, but his
That his
service and all the
service-
things that he'd sacrificed and all the things that he hated were being recognized.
And
not
not going
so much
unnoticed. Yeah.
I like the Isaiah Bradley character. Did it have to lean on a lot of the ideology and the
Right.
hot button issues? Probably not. He could have just been that fatherish figure for Sam to go to
Right,
for
like a
advice
mentor,
going forward.
right.
You're somebody who's been through a lot of these things and been through war, and
Yeah.
you could have just leaned on that going forward without having to push in the other issues. But who's to say what it would be like without that?
Yeah. I agree. I think that overall, it's a touchy subject. It really is. Whether Isaiah Bradley was the one to tackle that or not, I still think that was something that was going to be brought up
Mm-hmm.
because, again, there's ignorance out there, and I love the way it was tackled.
I when this comic came out, when Falcon became Captain America, there was a huge backlash over Black Captain America. And they did call him Black Captain America in most forms of media.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous. He was just Captain America the entire time. So
Right.
I think they maybe tried to face this head on, but it's also
I
it's been
agree.
another 12 years
Right.
so since that came out. So it's a little different now. You don't have to really like be on the nose for those things
I was going to say,
as
you
much
could have
as you used
just
to.
Captain America.
Yep.
That's it.
I'm
Period.
Captain America. Shut the
I
fuck
feel like
up.
that kind of speaks louder than a lot of the stuff that they did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And I agree with that, is that it speaks loud with them just saying this is Captain America, period. There's no excerpts of how and why and all this other stuff. It's just this is Captain America, and I feel like that empowers that character so much more than all the scribbled stuff that's put in.
Oh,
That's personally how
Speaking of Captain America, how amazing and comic accurate was that costume?
Oh, it was dynamite.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
That's
good.
why that was the big reveal of the entire series, I think.
Do we say spoilers for this series going into this?
We didn't describe it.
If
If
to
you've been
the
on
thread.
social media, you've
That's
seen
true.
it.
Disney posted pictures of him wearing the costume the next day.
Yeah.
So
We all
I think
knew it
we're
was
fine.
coming.
And
Go ahead.
me and the wife were when he had the box. She was like, "Oh, they're new wings." I was like, "No, it's a new suit." She's like, "They're wings." I'm like, "It's a new suit." And he puts on. We were both right.
But when they ended the episode that way, I looked at him and I was like, that's not fair.
Bro, same thing. I was so mad. Put the goddamn. What is it?
Son of a bitch.
What's in the
What?
box?
Well, that's exactly what I said. What's in the box?
That motherfucker looked like Captain America, though.
I'm telling you right
Holy
now,
shit.
we heard some mixed
Here's-
reviews because we watched it a day late, and we heard some mixed. He was hearing some mixed reviews of onlines or friends telling him how they felt, and I was like, that episode could have, the ending of that whole series could have sucked ass, and the moment you see him just sold that whole episode to me.
Yeah.
I was like, that is outstanding. You can end the episode right now. I don't even care. It looks so good.
So there's two other facets of the series that I want to touch on. Well, three. First of all, the Flag Smashers, their mentality, what they wanted, how they felt. I was like, it's hard to go against what they're thinking.
You can tell that was a pivot.
Yeah. I mean, they kudos to Marvel for making a villain named the Flag Smasher something relevant in today's
Yeah.
world, and
Yeah, truly.
making the blip in the larger universe feel felt in this series. The second thing I wanted to talk about was Baron Zemo.
Bro,
Can we talk about his dance moves?
that guy.
So good.
I loved when the serums dropped.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, he's about to pick one up and become a real bad villain.
Uh-huh.
And he just starts smashing. I'm like,
I know.
He's got
that.
got a mission.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I was
All
like,
super soldiers
I-
must be eliminated.
Yeah, I appreciate the fuck out of that because he did not waver. He didn't give a fuck. And then when he blew them all up in the end
Fuck.
too, I was like,
Yo,
oh
serum.
shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
okay.
that was good.
Like
Yeah.
this guy stands by it. He doesn't care.
He's like, I
who
don't.
you
It was
are.
very unselfish of him. I mean, maybe there was some selfish motive there, but at the same time, it was like he could have like tackled that head on, being a supervillain himself.
Yeah, he stuck
with
to his
all those
convictions.
powers, and he was like, "No, fuck all this. I want it all gone," and he just took care of it.
As much as he's not comic accurate, as we would say, his convictions are just through the roof, and I just love that as a character.
Me
too.
By any means necessary, and fuck y'all, this
Yep.
is what I'm doing.
I'm missing. I got two more after that. Sorry.
Okay.
That's okay.
The next one, the new Captain America,
Which
U.S.
Captain America?
U.S. agent Wyatt. Wyatt Russell.
I probably have an unpopular opinion.
He
about
looked so doofy in that helmet in that first reveal.
Yeah,
dumb.
he does.
Oh
did.
my god.
He did not. To me, it was not a good first showing of him. When they had him run up and do the little wink to the camera, I remember audibly going, "Who the fuck is this?"
I like the turn of them just making him the idea of a likable character with all the attributes of a likable character, but just not likable at all.
Yeah, but
Right.
now it's like he's apparently supposed to be like this big bad something in the future, and I'm not excited about it.
Anti-hero.
That's what I'm saying, but nothing about him like draws me to give a shit.
Oh, he's not going to be the big villain. He's
I
gonna,
know, but I'm just
he's going to
saying.
be the big truck, the leaper
But like a
of
part
whatever
of me is
movie
just
he's
like,
in.
I don't give a
he's
shit
gonna
about
be the
that guy.
crossbones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, no, I don't like it.
He's Hydra
I'm
Cap.
a little about him.
I felt a lot of emotions for this guy. First of all, I think he was a direct result and a direct feeling of how Sam thought he would feel
Yes.
when he picked up the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sam,
I loved it.
I don't want this, so I'm going to put the shield down because people are used to Steve, and I'm not going to pick
It's
this up.
imposter syndrome. Like you get struck by it.
And then this guy picks it up, and all of a sudden, he's like, fuck, I can't live up to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no matter what I do, I can't live up to Steve Rogers.
And he hears it probably every day of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody's wanting to tell him stories about somebody who's saved the world several times. And he's a combat veteran who's gone through a lot. He doesn't have a super soldier serum. And quite frankly, at every turn, he kind of gets his ass whooped.
Yeah. I love that moment with the Dora Milaje. And he's like, they weren't even super soldiers.
Yeah, they kicked my ass and they weren't even super soldiers.
You just got your ass whipped by women, bro.
Uh-huh.
It's
Well,
so weird, that roller coaster of emotions I had for that guy throughout the whole season. I
when I
loved
saw
it.
him see that serum, I was like,
Yep.
uh-oh.
Yeah, when Zemo started smashing him, I was like, I already see what's going to happen next.
Yeah,
And actually, I was kind of hoping that Sam would have picked it up.
yeah.
I would have been like, all right, now I'm on Steve's level. Let's do this.
I thought about that too, and I'm like, if Sam gets it, that would be boring to me.
They
He doesn't
are-
have that uphill battle.
They also asked him, and they said, would you take the serum? No.
No. And when they asked him that, I was like, all right.
But another thing, too, that I think I like about this, because you guys know my affinity for people with no powers.
Yes.
They have more
Me
on
too.
the line. They have more to risk. Hawkeye, Punisher, Black Widow that was out there. I mean, when they have so much to risk, that draws me to them more.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the reasons I thought that Sam might actually take it. I mean, he did get blipped.
Yeah.
So he was gone. He's already fought Thanos and lost. You know what I mean? Like, and if he's going to live up to Steve Rogers, I can't do this as a human.
Yeah.
But no, he keeps pushing. Starts
But
throwing
he
that
has
shield.
He
and-
has the shield now. He has the wings and
He has
the
the tech.
thrusters. He has the tech.
He's half Iron Man, half Captain America.
That's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
Man, those wings when they come around as a shield,
Yeah.
Oh, that
or
was
when he's
time-
fighting and they dig in the ground and give him
Yeah.
that. Ooh,
First
Keep
time
him
he
moving.
did that, I was like, okay.
nobody's laughing at Falcon anymore.
longer.
Yep. And
That is a cool costume, man.
Another thing I was disappointed in was you see Rhodey in episode 1. You never see
Oh,
him
you
again.
don't see him
Yeah.
again.
I was like, come on, give me Rhodey. Give me Iron Wars.
But he's coming. I mean,
Yeah, He getting his own show. He don't be fine.
I know.
But this was the best case scenario for like a small stakes, small story. Like it wasn't big and grand and intergalactic and everything else. This was perfect for a Disney Plus series. And I think that's why I loved it so much.
It was the polar opposite of WandaVision.
Yeah, because it was just like, we're just doing stuff, and we're trying to get from A to B, and once we get to B, then we can go on to the movies again.
Yeah.
And as I said before, I wasn't a fan of Falcon as Captain America. After this, I'm actually hyped for him to be Captain America.
Yeah.
That is the most lovable man in Hollywood right now. I love that
I'm
man.
like, bro. Like,
Anthony Mackie at no point in this series doesn't act like you would expect a Captain America to act. And there was a scene, I know you don't like Isaiah Bradley, where he was talking to Sam, and he doesn't say a word.
It was where he was telling the story of his...
He doesn't say a word, and I think Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, out-acted that guy without saying a word.
With his face.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Like
I was
just the
watching that and
emotions.
I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling a lot more from Sam than I am from anything else.
That's very true.
Yeah, I felt like he dominated.
Oh, Anthony Mackie, you're going to be in our lives for a very long time.
Thank
And
goodness.
we accept it.
Thank goodness.
Hopefully.
Even though he's a Saints fan, we like him.
He's like the only person, besides, I don't even know, because originally I'm like, why didn't you give it to Bucky? You should have given it to Bucky.
Right.
Yeah.
I am so hyped for a Falcon, Anthony Mackie, Captain America.
Yes.
And as soon as they said, oh, there's a movie coming, I'm like, totally on board.
Yes.
Yep.
Sign
And
me up.
directed by the folks who did the showrunners of the series.
They earned it.
Yeah. Oh, and can we talk about how the fact that Sharon Carter is definitely a Skrull?
oh, yeah.
For
Gotta
sure.
be.
1000%.
She just made a hard right turn and just
Not
turned
a
into this
chance.
different person.
Not
and
a
she's
chance.
so hyped to have access to all these high-level
Yeah.
weapons.
She's gotta be.
Sharon's definitely a Skrull. We see you, Sharon.
Confirmed. Secret
Again,
invasion.
You hear that first here on the Alter Ego podcast.
Secret invasion.
Oh, I yelled that and I went, actually.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
coming with Emilia Clarke
Yeah.
and Samuel L. Jackson. What's the over-under if Samuel L. Jackson runs at all in that series?
1000%.
Sam Jackson ain't running.
It was in his first contract for Avengers. He was in his contract that he did not have to run.
He would
in
never
that
have to run.
scene where he's running out of the building as the Texaract's going to blow it up, he went up to Joss Whedon and pointed at the script and goes, what does this say? And he goes, it's just a brisk jog, Sam. You just got it like real quick.
Saunter
just to
out of the
show
building.
just to show you getting out. And apparently he was like,
No, motherfucker.
Show me over there.
yeah.
When I'm done.
Where's my stunt double? Sam Jackson's
Make sure the
stunt
cameras
double
get me from
had
the
to
back.
tuck and roll
He's got a
and
jog double.
run 10 feet. I don't know. I
To
thought it
be
was
Samuel
good.
L. Jackson.
So Loki is next. Loki
Can't wait,
is
can't wait.
June 9th?
11th.
9th.
Oh, and it was moved up to the 9th. Sorry, 11th has been burned into my brain.
It's the 9th now.
I don't know. I'm excited. I think this might top both of the other series.
I agree.
It has the
10,000%.
potential.
10,000%.
I want a Winter Soldier Falcon spinoff where they're repo men going and taking shields and whatever the fuck they want from people.
Wow.
They
That
just go
was
to the
awesome.
There you
Smithsonian
go.
and break
The
artifacts
last
out
one
of
they
there.
have to take is Thor's hammer.
Like, oh, that shield? Yeah, no, you fucked up. Give it back. Give it back.
Yeah. You know what? You took those claws, give them back.
Nope.
You know you
Claws,
have
you
those
say?
shin extensions? Give them back.
Give them back.
Chin extensions.
I wanted to be taller.
You know you got those 360 wrists? Give them back. How about the fact that the Dora Milaje ripped off White Wolf's arm? No
That was
problem.
great.
Toot, toot, toot.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, damn, you got the passcode.
Did you know you should do that?
Yeah, I loved that too.
Yeah.
So she's like, don't worry, you're not going to hurt me.
Yeah.
She gave him the 5-point palm exploding arm technique.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Exploding heart.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us over here at the Alter Ego Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. We ran a little bit long, but you love it. You were happy that we were here this long, and you're spending this time with us. We will catch you next time. Same Alter Ego time, same Alter Ego channel. With our new release date, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
You did a lot of talking today, bud.
I did. But that's all right. I love you guys.
Jack 2 Podcasts.
That's right. Jack 2 Podcast.
Stay
That's my,
tuned.
that's my stage name.
Wow.
Announcements coming soon.